It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're going to be covering the tropical soda islands. This is a very important section that I see a lot of people either going over and not doing, either just because of the time, the effort, they don't feel that the rewards are important enough. And I kind of want to cover this because they really are very important in a lot of different ways, and I'll explain how. Yes, the rewards that you get from the actual islands themselves sometimes can be a little but the reason that is because of the residual reward that you get on a daily and hourly basis. So, what I'm going to explain there is I've liberated 71 out of the 100 islands. It's taken about 4 or 5 months since when it first came out. I have not necessarily spent money on the extra pieces. I haven't been trading for the extra stuff in the trade harbor, so you can unlock these faster. I just haven't personally put resources into that, and that's because there were other things that I wanted to prioritize first, but this is still important. And so let me show you how. The rewards right down here at the bottom, shipping rewards to the kingdom, it is an 8-hour countdown. So these rewards are what I'll get within that 8 hours over a certain amount of hours. So for instance, right now with 71 villages liberated, I get 7 crystals, 7 free gems every 2 hours. In an 8-hour span, that is 28 gems. So that means in at least once a day, because I can collect 2 times in a 2 8-hour span, 16 hours total, that means I'm going to get 56 gems free every single day. If you times that by a week, that is 350 gems. And then by a month, I have over 1,000. So in 3 months' time, I'll have a 10 pull for free from these islands, just by doing nothing but collecting. That's no money I have to put into the game. That's nothing extra I have to do. So if you're a free-to-play player, this is extremely important for you, because the more islands you liberate, the more gems you're going to get for free. And that's just amazing. That on its own should be enough reason to do these islands. But it goes even further than that. EXP Star Jellies. Because of the amount of islands that I have liberated, I get 240 EXP jellies every 1 hour. So that means I will get over 1,600 jellies every 8 hours. So that's a lot of jellies to help with leveling up your cookies, especially if you don't have other things very leveled up as far as like cookie houses, your fountain, or any other thing that you're exploring. Coins, I get every 1 hour 8,220 coins. So that means every 8 hours I'm going to go ahead and get 64,000 coins. Now that might not be a lot to certain players, but free coins. Free coins for research, free coins for upgrading, free coins for promoting. It's all helpful. And then last but not least, every 4 hours I'll get 14 stamina jellies. So that means 28 stamina jellies for free every 8-hour collection. Now, once I get to the point where I've unlocked all the islands, these will be a slightly higher amount of resources and rewards that I'm getting for free because of the work that I put into the islands. And so that is why I do stress that if you haven't, please start going into this. It's not a terribly hard mode. There's a lot of teams that can handle quite a lot of the islands, and I can definitely cover that in future times. But even so, with having 2 ancients now that deal damage and have good protection for the teams that weren't available when the islands first came, it's so much more manageable at this point even. Really, the hard part is just the time and the resources, because as you can see in these last waves, I've only got about 4 rows total left on both sides. It's about 160 resources on each side, and it takes 3 days. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. But if we skip past this, I don't know if I have enough skips. We do not. I could use gems, but I'm not going to. Once 3 days has gone by, I'll get whatever's under there. If it's another island, that's more resources I get daily. If it's a treasure chest, that's resources right away, and it could be a good amount. When the islands first started, you would be getting 3,000 gems, 5,000 gems. So in this early part, the rewards are really, really nice. And that was mostly just incentive to keep doing them, but they were still very helpful in a lot of ways. So this is not something I would recommend sleeping on. I would highly recommend investing your time into doing this if you have not. or if you've just forgotten about it, please pick it back up so that you can just continue to get more residual resources to help your gameplay. If you guys have any comments or opinions you want to add in this video, I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, have a wonderful night.